No, come on. We don't need to start yet. You're going to cut this.
Are you good?
Go
Is your
for
throat
it.
clear?
Yeah. Clear as it will be. Welcome to the holidays.
Welcome to the holidays. Happy holidays. I've got eggnog in my asaf, and I've got what'd you say in college? A belly full of. Can you do it? You know what I'm talking about?
No, because I was not really conscious when I said that, so that's up to you.
I've got Randall passed out. It's like, oh ho ho ho! I've got a red belly and a red face and a belly full of whiskey or rum.
I thought
or
it was
something.
nog, or is it whiskey nog?
I thought it was rum, maybe.
Not willingly, but
not willingly, and I just should have remembered it a little better. It doesn't matter because guess what, Randall?
What's that?
I'm in my Molgoth old school emo pop punk era.
Oh, really? Well, I'm in my van life beach indie moment, so could mean anything. Van life
beach indie. Wow.
'Tis the season, and of course the season is for Spotify Wrapped. So
Spotify Wrapped, the biggest data dump that we all share ourselves, and we just accept that now from the big companies, and it's like the one time a year we're like, take my data, tell me cool things about it. Okay. And I think that's fun. So let's jump right in. That reminds me. You know the tweets that we did?
Yeah. How did that one do?
Not good.
Oh.
But I did have a tweet, I think, once upon a time, and it was like an Onion article. I was going to tweet it. It was like breaking news. Podcast host tears ACL after jumping right in.
And that's you today. That's
me
getting
today,
right in.
Baby. This is Who Asked. Randall has a phlegmy little throat, but regardless, it's a comedy podcast, and yeah, we're unleashing hell on our Spotify Wrapped, and
that is true. I hate this time of year.
Wrapped.
This is I'm like Scrooge when it comes to Spotify Wrapped. Everybody gets all happy and posts it, but then mine isn't.
Well, we'll get into it. For our mystery segment, I have a little something for Randall this time around, and then we got Newsreel Trivia Tuesday and You Asked. So that's Randall. I'm Aiden, if you didn't know. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Oh shit, my knee.
All right. There it goes.
That's a callback. Yep.
That's all right. So why don't you tell me about your eras first before we go to the lists? What kind of people are you, or what kind of person is you?
So it gave us three. Yeah. March was my smooth crossover yacht rock moment.
Okay.
Phase.
Sure.
And then June was my psychedelic beach indie. So a little different.
Yeah.
I'm like the cool beach indie guy. You're kind of a scumbag, and I do psychedelics, which makes
Is that necessary to include me as the scumbag in the story? I think that you're projecting a bit. Relax.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What's next?
That one, like I said, Molgoth old school emo pop punk, which
yes.
Frankly, that's the only one. Is I am Molgoth old school emo pop punk. That's pretty much me to a T. For better or for worse.
Yeah, that wasn't a question, right? You don't need me to answer that.
Nope. Okay. Only if you want.
Nope. So for me, my March was my liminal synthesizer soundtrack phase.
Not good, Randall.
April was my film noir instrumental jazz season.
Worse, Randall.
And then June was my van life beach indie moment.
That's
probably
fine.
The best of the three, right?
That's definitely the best of the three. I want you to grow out your hair and maybe get dreads.
Oh, okay. For
the van life.
Oh, that van life? Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
I think that would be good.
How often can you shower when you have dreads? Isn't that like a...
You can shower. You should shower. I think you just can't wash your hair.
I don't like that.
No, I hate it, actually.
I don't like that at all.
But you hate Spotify Wrapped.
I do.
Why don't you break it down for me a little bit?
Okay, but here's the thing. It's kind of like a lot of the things in my life. I use it as a tool to accomplish things. Like how I use coffee as a tool to stay awake. Music is my tool to go asleep. And I put a lot of songs on, and I'll just put them on single song replay and just go to sleep, with whatever I'm feeling there. So I think you should go first. I really think you would be better off. Some people who don't know Spotify Wrapped, they can get an accurate picture of what it's supposed to look like.
I think I think Spotify Wrapped is funny again because it's a big data dump.
Yeah.
And as soon as we do that, it's like, do you know about this? Like oh, the Spotify Rap Pussy is out, so everything's fine.
Wow, I didn't hear
Do you know
that
about?
one, no.
You don't know about the Rap Pussy?
No, all I saw was the joke about the CEO saying his wife wouldn't know which to post on Instagram, their Spotify Wrapped, or rest in peace to my CEO husband. So, is that what you're talking about? Or
we'll get to no. Part of the marketing this time was blocks going in and out, and at one point the blocks go like this, and it's someone posted,
Gotcha.
It's the Spotify Rap Pussy, but
yeah, okay.
So
how many more times are you going to say that before the
as many as I can?
Okay.
That's what this podcast is for. Again, not a sexual podcast, a comedy podcast.
Right.
And those are not.
They can't be. Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all sharing our data. God forbid China gets it. We're selling it ourselves to fucking Instagram. But whatever. I also think we should maybe just insert shit like when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Insert a chip so you can tell me, like, well, so maybe this doesn't work for you, but like, why did Randall listen to Dominic the Donkey 452 times?
That is not on my list, okay? You don't need to worry about that.
I never said it was. It was a hypothetical, but you got defensive.
For no good reason.
For no good reason. Okay, I would like you to do this for me before we get into anything else.
Okay, all right.
I just want you to see if you can name 2 of my top 5 artists. And if you can name two of my top 5 artists, I'll Venmo you $10 right now.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yep. Yeah, I swear it. My queen. I'll bend the knee.
I think how many guesses do I get is the question.
You get 1.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, then first guess, Chapel Roan.
No.
Damn.
That's okay. You know what? With the Chapel Roan,
what? You said you were listening to her a bunch a while ago. That's the last thing I got out of you.
I like Chapel Roan. Here's the thing, and I like all these artists. Before you make your second incorrect pick, because you already don't.
Sabrina.
Money.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
No. It's okay because that brings me to my point. All I've seen. And I like these artists. I really do, Randall. I like these artists a lot. And I support women in STEM.
Yeah.
The amount of lists I've seen on Instagram that are top to bottom, Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Charlie XCX, is outrageous.
They have curbed the market. That's all that people have.
It's like, there's a different world out there. I understand pop is pop for a reason, but there's a different world out there. And I also really like when there's a few I've seen, it's like 3 of the 5 of them. And then like, I don't know, fucking All American Rejects or something.
Yeah, one like, old school.
It's like, oh my God, so unhinged again every year. I'm like, unhinged? You're listening to the most popular music in the world. You don't even need WD-40 for that. You're hinged.
Oh God.
What? I mean, come on. So anyway, I love white women, and
boy,
do your thing.
Well, look, they're popular for a reason. I do think that 100%. If I was one of them, I may not post it. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm a sheep in any capacity, I don't want to post it. I'll enjoy it and I'll love them, but nobody's gonna know about that. No one needs to know. However, that is not what my list has, but we'll get to that in a bit.
I'm fucking aware of that. So before we break down your list, you can give me one more guess, and maybe I'll give you $5 if you get it.
I don't know, man. But now you got me all thrown off.
Sorry.
All-time low. I mean, I just have to throw that out there.
And it's super fair. And I told you not to look at my story before this podcast.
That is true.
Because I knew you would guess all-time low, and I specifically posted on my story, this is the first time ever in Spotify Wrapped history, all-time low is not in my top 5.
That is tragic. I mean, what happened to you? Because I know you're upset about that. You can't be happy about that.
I was a little hurt. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But I don't know. We grow up in weird ways, Randall.
That's true. Amen,
so
brother.
Now it's your turn. Can I guess yours?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Do you want to guess
$10?
artists? I'll give you $200 if you guess even a single artist on
a single
list.
one?
Yeah.
John Williams isn't on there?
Not this year.
No shot.
I know. In the past, I have been under 1% of most listened to John Williams, but it's not a Star Wars year, so I'm out of there, you know?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter for you.
I mean, true, but it just didn't happen as much.
Wait, I have a guess. What's that guy's fucking name? Oh, this is my guess. Ludwig Göransson.
No. The guy that did The Mandalorian? No.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. That was my guess.
Look, that's why I said 200. I should have made it $1,000, honestly, but
okay, well, I'm gonna give the floor to you.
You really want me to go first? I'm trying to hide from this as much as possible.
I'm aware, and that's why I'm putting you in the spotlight.
Yeah, but yours is gonna be boring after mine.
Exactly.
Right, how many minutes? How many minutes did you have listened? That's what I want to see.
28,000.
I had 54,000. But
and
as I had told you,
were you awake for?
Probably only awake for about 10% of this, I would say. Okay. So you do win. I will give you that. So should I do artists or songs first? What's... Because they're not mutually exclusive at all.
Let's do songs first.
Okay. That's probably the most normal thing on the list. My number 5 song is Show Me How by Men I Trust. Great song.
Okay.
You know that one? All right. Lindsay knew that one. I thought you would have known Men I Trust. Anyway, after that, number 4, I have 'Tis Autumn by Chet Baker. A little old school jazz. And then number 3
you have 'Tis Autumn for this list.
I was asleep, okay? Number 3, Squalling Skies by the Sea of Thieves soundtrack. And it is it's just out on a boat and there's waves and a thunderstorm and it just puts me to sleep pretty easy. So unfortunately, that's only number 3. But so number 2 and number 1 are both from the Stranger Things soundtrack. Nancy and Barb at number 2 and Kids at number 1. And you know what? I didn't even remember listening to these songs as much as apparently I did for this. And I mean, they're nice, like liminal 80s music.
Randall, did you fall asleep to this?
Probably. If it's above Squalling Skies, what would you imagine?
I'm listening to it right now. It's like, it's got a very... It's not aggressive, but the 80s synth laying over the top
it's very quiet. It's not like I put headphones in or something.
That's fair. I think it would just freak me out.
Well, either way, usually my Spotify Wrapped has a lot more strange songs in it than the ones I sleep to. And I'm going to add on, the reason that this happened is because Spotify sucks now because they fired 1,500 employees last year, and they were the employees that handled the Wrapped every year. And before, they used to not include the sleep songs, the stuff that was played overnight, and now they did because they let AI do it, and we should riot and boycott, and my artists were the Stranger Things composers, Sea of Thieves, Chet Baker, Men I Trust, and then Andrew Prowlow, who did Outer Wilds, I think. So that soundtrack, but none of the songs made the top.
And I know what you did there, try to hide your fucking face in that rant with the artists.
I mean, I have to read them off the thing because I've never seen half these names before.
No, I know. Yeah, dude, you're a weird guy. That's not fair. That is not fair to me that I have to imagine posting that on my Instagram story. Yeah, you shouldn't, and I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I need to make a separate Spotify just for sleep now, and then I'll have a real Spotify for my other songs. How about that?
Yeah, I think you do.
I think that's the best thing to do here.
But I agree with you about the employee thing.
Yes.
It's very difficult to... I love Spotify. I think it's one of the best like apps like ever. Just the UI, it's pristine. Mm-hmm. But I am very sad they fired so many people, and this Wrapped is getting quite a lot of bad publicity. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. And as a marketer, basically everything I do is to be like, how do I make the next Spotify Wrapped? It's just the best marketing campaign of all time.
Sure.
Even better, dare I say, than Share a Coke.
Oh, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably crazy. That might be crazy.
Share a Coke Wrapped, and then you share Instagram. What's your list?
Okay.
What do you got?
Yeah, this is gonna be whatever. My songs, you're gonna know like one of these, I think. Should I go 5 to 1?
That's what I did.
1 to 5. I'll go 5 to 1 then. 5th, Pretty Good to Feel Something by Mayday Parade. New song this year, very good. Cool. Daphne Blue by the band Camino. Hold On by Floor, Von Dutch by Charlie XCX. We'll come back to her. And Every Night by Floor. 2 songs by Floor.
Doesn't hit. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I told you to go first.
No, well, people are just like 30 seconds skipping this part anyway. And my artists were Fred Again, Made It In.
Okay. I think I might have guessed
5.
that. I might have
Yeah,
guessed
you
that.
could have had a shot. And then Charlie XCX was number 4. That
I would
one
jokingly guessed that one. So
That one I totally forgot about. So I guessed my top 5 to Kelsey before we did this. I was 4 for 5. The only one I didn't get was I put in All Time Low and not Charlie XCX. And then I realized just how much like blow I did this summer listening to Brat.
Right, of course.
No, I actually didn't do any, but I did listen to Brat a lot.
And it felt like it, yeah. So.
And it felt like it. I mean, Von Dutch was my second song. So yeah, Brat Summer really took me for a loop. And then my top 3, The Main, Origami Angel, shout out Gami Gang, and Floor.
I didn't even know about Gami Gang or Floor, so
we have talked about Gami Gang in our group chat so many times, Randall.
Oh yeah, but when you guys start talking about new band stuff, it's all the same band to me, and I scroll right past it.
That's fair.
And unless I get actively tagged, I'm not reading it. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
That makes so much sense. See, what I want to do is see what my 6th band is, but I can't. It only does the song, so I don't know who gives it.
AI,
shit.
Spotify's
AI.
fault,
It's blasphemy.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, Randall.
Now look, I didn't want to do this. No, kidding. I did. This is very. This is something.
What's have you seen anything like crazy on social? Like someone you know with like a wild fucking.
Oh well, yeah. Our friend Lindsay. I mean, she's literally the top listener.
I didn't want to dox her, but
I'm gonna dox her. I mean, that's insane. How many minutes she listened to Pile? I mean, she's probably. What did we do? You did the math, right?
She's at very minimum top 3.
Yeah.
Listeners for a musician.
Like listeners for a musician. How many? I mean, she already had like 128,000 minutes, right? And then or something like that. It was maybe more.
she had more minutes listened to Pile than I had minutes listened to Spotify.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's crazy.
Yes. So yeah, I saw that. That's about it though.
That's fair.
Usually on those days I tend to avoid Instagram stories, but when I see my friends post, then that's different.
We're gonna have to get a consent written notice to from Lindsay
sure.
to be like, hey, just by the way.
At Pile, by the way. At what's his name? The guy?
Oh no, we're gonna
Michael?
be fools. No.
Jones?
No.
Richard.
Richard.
Got it.
Right. I was starting to freak out.
Yeah, if we didn't get that, it would have been.
Oh my God, there's a Richard Day every other fucking Wednesday.
That's true.
Listen, that's fun. I like Spotify, but maybe we move to Apple Music next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll say this right now. Any streaming music app that wants to sponsor this podcast, I'll use your app.
I won't, but he will. So there you go.
And I charge $75 CPM.
Wow.
Do you know what that means?
It seems like it's pretty good.
Actually, for us, that's cost per 1,000 impressions, which means we would get about
$75.
$3.
Oh, not views. I see.
Right.
Gotcha.
Actually, so it's just a $50,000 flat fee.
Oh, that sounds better. Yeah, let's do that one, and then we can move from there.
Cool. Yeah, let us know what your Spotify Wrapped was, or don't. I don't know.
Or your Apple Wrapped, whatever it was. Do they do that? Apple?
Yeah, no, everyone does it now.
Oh, sure. Okay. But nobody posts their Apple Wrapped because that would be an insane thing to do.
I've seen plenty.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it would be a shame if you posted yours. I'll get you to post yours. Let's move on to newsreel.
let's please.
Okay.
All right. Hey, look, last week we had a big week for me. I went up. I think I'm tied in this, and wow. I mean, this is big for you because this happened to me once where the lead started growing out of control. So,
well, maybe we should. It's too late now, but should we tell the audience that season 1 is almost over?
Should we? I mean, you're the guy here, so.
I'm not the guy, pal.
You're the guy. I'm not the guy, buddy.
I'm not the guy. We are coming to a close on the first season of this show. And good for us, because remember when shows were 23 episodes a season? We're pretty fucking close to that.
Yeah, that's true. As long as we're not 8, that's fine by me. So I like that.
Yeah, isn't there a Star Wars show coming out that's like 6?
There already was. The Obi-Wan show was, I think, only 6.
I think there's another one, but anyway.
Well, there's a new one, but it's got like 10 or 12.
So let's do newsreel. We have a couple, so we have 2 episodes left in order to find a winner on this and trivia. Both look bad for me. I am out of sorts. I am out of whack. So why don't you go first?
Yeah, I knew it. You wanted me to go first anyway. Search intensifies for missing Pennsylvania grandmother as crews encounter unstable mine shafts. The search for the grandmother, believed to have fallen into a massive sinkhole, continued on Wednesday, as Pennsylvania authorities encountered unstable portions of the abandoned mine below the sinkhole. Elizabeth Pollard, 64, was searching for her lost cat Pepper when she disappeared in Marguerite, Pennsylvania. On December 2nd, she parked near a local restaurant with her 5-year-old granddaughter in the car at the time. Marguerite, a sparsely populated village, is vulnerable to sinkholes due to past mining activity. Authorities believe that Pollard fell into the former Marguerite Mine, which was last operated in 1952. Pleasant Unity Fire Chief John Boccia said the crews made it to the spot where Pollard is believed to have fallen, but found no sign of her yet.
Was this Jay Leno?
Was this Jay Leno?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Did you see that story?
No.
He fell down the hill of like a hotel and like fucked his face to hell.
Really? When?
Yes.
Like recently?
Yes, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I guess I'll say that one's real.
Sometimes I think I should use those stories. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't. It's always a tough.
Yeah. You never know.
Okay.
So anyway, what do you say?
This was Pennsylvania though, for real?
Yes, Pennsylvania.
They did do a lot of mining. Dude, I'm so I'm lost with these. I'm lost. I'm gonna say that it's fake.
Real.
I changed my mind every time I change my mind.
Wow.
I freak out, man. I lose it.
Look, like the old lady going for her cat and falling into a well. It sounds fake, but it's so real.
No, but it's too easy. It was too easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's written by AI, and maybe it is
broken.
Who's to say?
I'm broken. I have my glasses off so everyone can see the shame beneath these dark, beady eyes. These beady fucking shit stone eyes.
You're handsome both ways.
Thanks, man.
But you're not smart enough to get
United Healthcare CEO murdered in broad daylight.
Fake.
Just kidding. They found a picture of his face. Anyway. Ailing dog rescued from chronic illness, all thanks to Shania Twain. A dog struck down with a chronic cough after inhaling grass was saved when his owners noticed he wasn't singing along to Shania Twain. 5-year-old border collie Jax loves howling to the country star's hits, including "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," and that don't impress me much. Excuse me. When the musical pooch suddenly lost his bark and started coughing, owner Alana Farrow knew something was wrong. A CT scan revealed he had inhaled a 5-centimeter long grass seed, which was embedded in his lungs. That's all I got.
That's all you got, huh?
Yeah.
Fake.
Saved by the
Who
bell.
measured the grass seed? I mean, come on.
The fucking vet that took it out.
Okay, like that's not important information. All right.
Remember when I lost the skin on my finger?
Yeah.
They measured that shit.
No, they didn't. And if they did,
Yes,
they didn't
they
tell
did.
you about it. No way.
They put it on I have a picture of it on the plate. They gave it to me. They gave it to me in a little baggie.
Gross. They gave it to you. No, they didn't give it to you.
I swear to.
They gave you your finger skin back?
Yes, I asked if I could have it, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't fucking
That's
care."
insane. That's
Ask Lindsay. She was there.
Yeah. All right.
All square heading into the final episode of the season, not of the show.
Right. Yes.
Interesting.
Well,
all the marbles.
Fair enough.
Let's move on. We're cooking.
Let's see what
here.
you got here. Whatever you got under your sleeves there.
Under my foreskin, I have the segment is Amazon 1-star reviews. And what I am going to do is I'm going to read you a 1-star review, and I want you to tell me what product you think it's for.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
What was really funny about this was people are obviously stupid and illiterate, but the number of positive reviews I saw with the 1 star was baffling.
Just because they didn't click the right thing, you mean? Or whatever it was?
Randall, it could be a number of things.
All right.
Also, I brought this up because I thought it was kind of relevant here. Did you hear about the Hawk Tuah girl cryptocurrency?
Oh, no.
No?
What are the coins called?
Hawk.
Sure. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, who cares?
I mean, you could have done more there, but that's okay.
This might come as a shock to you, Randall.
Oh, no.
People dumped a lot of money into it. It went as high as, I don't know, like someone was like, I put $35,000 into it. 20 minutes later, that same account was at $2,000.
Oh my God.
So people are like yelling at the Hawk Tuah girl being like, you ruined my life. And I'm like, no, you ruined your life.
Do you think she even understands the Bitcoin stuff? I've seen her show. I mean, she has no idea what's going on there. Anyway.
And then I thought this was funny. Someone commented this on Reddit. The George Carlin quote. Think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that. I just think that's really
the actual
funny.
quote is American. But person, I guess, still works.
Oh, whatever.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with a nice, easy, clean one, okay?
Sure.
This one is about a book, to be fair. So I just want you to guess
I had to
what
guess
book
what
it
it
is.
was about. So I have to guess what book it's about.
Yeah, like guess what
Sure.
what book it is. As for the buyers who gave this book 5 stars, my thinking is they must all be friends of the author. If I could return this book, I would. Because I can't, I am just throwing it in the trash. Again, don't waste your money on this book. It's bland beyond belief and not funny at all, even though the author thinks she is.
Well, I've seen that review before. That's for King James's Bible on that one. So.
No.
Oh, it's not. Oh. Bland
It's
and not funny? I mean, come on.
It's for a book full of the funniest 1-star reviews.
I see. That's pretty good.
It has a 3.8 on Amazon.
Oh, well, that's not bad. How much is the Bible? Never mind.
I don't know. Don't worry about the Bible. Okay. Next one. I would rather listen to Tom Green battle rap Jim Brewer in goat speak than bare my ears to this wicked contraption.
Wow. So it's a sound thing, huh? I'm going to say it's one of those Keurig mini darts that people use to cut up their essential, beans and oils and things like that.
I don't even know what that is.
Like the bullets and stuff.
Oh, like a little coffee grinder?
Yeah. No.
Sure.
Or like
okay.
the veggie and the slushy.
You press it. Did
yeah,
you
those
say
are
Keurig?
terrible. Yeah, they make them.
Oh, okay. Those are terrible.
Yes.
But you're wrong.
Is it a song?
It's a recorder. It's the recorder that you sent me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This recorder right here?
That's the one. It's that.
This one? I kind of
Test it out.
All right. That's fine. How was that? Did that even
Not
come
good.
through? Probably not, right?
No, it came.
All right, well, I think I'd prefer the goats babbling as well.
I think our test run was done right there. Okay, next one. It was ordered for a 6-year-old, so we knew it would be bigger than he needed, but he felt we should put this fact in the review. He does wear it around the house and has fun with it. He enjoys being superheroes. Would purchase again, good quality.
I think it's probably a very tiny, like, gimp outfit. What do you like with the tight leather clothes and the everything?
I'm aware. You think a parent got that for their 6-year-old?
Accidentally, yeah. They thought they were like Catwoman or something, but they weren't.
Oh, because he likes being superheroes.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. What it actually is a horse mask.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So gimp-ish.
Close. Gimp-ish, yes. That was my.
Would you?
Never mind.
Would you partake in BDSM if it was with a horse mask on?
Wait, I feel like it's a trick question. You're trying to get me there.
Yeah, I already know you have. We did.
Not if there's a horse mask involved.
Yeah, this one, I like this one. There was a bunch of these that was like, this thing sucks. It smells like paint and I can't even return it. And I'm like, why'd you buy a $20 horse mask?
Is it one of the ones with the floppy nose? I think I might own that, or somebody I know owns that. We definitely have the floppy German Shepherd mask from the Eagles stuff, but that's about it.
Well, that's better, I think.
Than the horse. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Okay. 1 star because I couldn't give it none. First of all, I am a fan of all of this author's writing. I love all of his books, even the ones he didn't personally write. But somehow I'd missed this one. Spoiler alert, it sucks. Question, what was he thinking? Answer, he wasn't. Meaningless drivel packaged in sluggish prose. Passages filled with crazy rules about taking slaves and wifely duties, whatever the hell those are. What a disaster. His editor was asleep at the switch for this one. I want my 32 days back.
I can only imagine this is a pocket constitution.
This one is the Bible King James edition. I couldn't believe you said it.
I was just thinking, like, man, another book one. I can't make the Bible joke again.
I was like, no way he says Bible again.
Still the Bible.
It was always the Bible.
That's pretty good. I like it. Pocket Bible, then we'll go with.
Yeah, Pocket Bible. I'm so glad you already knew, like, had that, because I was kind of like looking into. I know famously nothing about religion, and I was like, what is the King James edition of the Bible?
Yeah.
And
you see, that's when all the white people rewrote the Bible to fit the king's like best stuff. So
I was like,
and that's what everybody knows. Like,
that's the Bible in 1600. I was like, what is that? It was already. What do you mean?
Yeah, they translated it and changed plenty of things, and that's like the Bible that we were like taught in church growing up. You know, recovering Catholics, but you know.
Oh, the King James one is like the current one.
Yeah, it is. That, I mean, I imagine there's like newer, different translations, but I'm pretty sure if you like go and try and get a Bible, that's the one you're gonna get. So
Bible. I'm looking up Bible. Read the Bible. I can just read it online on Bible.com.
Imagine that. Something that's been around for 500 years you can find online.
Yeah, now I use the papyrus to dry up dog piss.
Right, yeah.
It's only 2024 years old, right? Isn't
Well, no, because if it's, you know, BC is before Christ, so Christ has to live before the Bible can be written about him, technically.
So 2050 years old.
Okay.
What
do I look like a
I don't know.
scholar
I don't know,
to you?
man.
You think
I'm
I have
sorry.
this answer?
I don't. You were whatever.
Christ is
born,
king.
You were born again.
Let it go. Did you find what you're looking for?
No.
Okay, great. Okay. All
Okay.
right, what else you got?
Simple one. There's like a title for some of these. This title is "Need to Talk to Rep," and then the comment is "It was all over everywhere."
Not good. That's it? That's all you're giving me?
That's it.
I think it was one of those little packages that looks like it's a gift, but then you pull the drawstring or the bow and it shoots glitter all over the place. And then there's also like a turd on the inside or something like that. There was that website you could buy that stuff from. Remember?
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on, dude. We don't need to talk poop stuff.
I bought one of those and I tried to send it to somebody we knew in college for Christmas and I got scammed. So
and you deserved it.
Yeah, I did. You know, it was fine. But
well, no. Let me introduce. Do you recall a good friend? It's me, Elma.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a gallon of Elma's glue.
An entire gallon? They
Like,
spilled that thing over? That's probably pretty heavy. I feel like
a gallon of Elmer's glue. I just liked "Need to Talk to Rep." It was all over everywhere. End of comment.
Rep is gonna come and clean you up, buddy. Hold on, he's on his way.
Yeah, okay.
Elmer's
Here's your
representative.
$5
for paying.
I shoot my rope.
Okay, Elmer, come on.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time.
I heard it.
COVID was crazy.
Okay, what do you have next?
Okay, I have one more. This one's a doozy, so just buckle up, Buttercup.
Okay.
I read a lot of great reviews on this product before adding it to my cart. I wasn't necessarily needing the product, but thought it couldn't hurt to add it to my daily routine if what all the good reviews were saying were true. I don't want to be too graphic, but after this, for just 4 days, I noticed that I was having what felt like a very painful and swollen situation on one side of my vaginal wall. I don't typically ever get UTIs or yeast infections, so I'm not sure if what I was experiencing was the start of one of those, but it was painful and not normal. Three other symptoms it's probably I noticed on the aftermath. I don't know. These people aren't literate. Is a light pink spotting, which is not normal for me, and early cramping in my cycle, as well as some stabbing pain in my cervix area.
That's it. This isn't on WebMD. This is her Amazon review.
This is an Amazon review.
Oh my God. These people are insane. I mean, this could go any sort of way, I suppose. But
it could.
I'm not going to go the route you think. I think this has to be a chastity belt.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it was not made with the correct metal, and
it's like,
it causes those kind of problems.
Yeah, it's like when whatever stainless steel or fucking sterling silver makes you green or something.
Exactly, but it's just got a copper master lock on the front, so it's not too bad. Doesn't come with the key either, so.
No, so you're forced into
chastity. That's the whole point.
Yeah, well, that's tough. Vaginal probiotics.
Okay, great. Really? I mean, that's too easy.
Randall, I don't know what you wanted me to do, buddy.
I don't know either, I guess. All right.
All right, I'm gonna pull up a real quick one. That was all I had, but we got some time.
You're gonna do a flash one? Okay.
Flash. Okay, this is fun.
Well, I mean, if you pulled the last one probably out of your recommended, so if you just want to go for the next one.
I actually skipped the 10-gallon of lube and a couple other feminine products, but those weren't for me. Those were for my. This is what it says. This is very cheaply made piece of doo-doo. I would never buy again.
That's it. Very cheaply made, very piece of doo-doo.
It could be anything.
It could. You're right, and you really haven't given me much to work with, so thanks for that.
No, sir.
I'm going to leave a 1-star review for this prompt. But and you know what? How about that? That's what it's for. It's for that prompt you just gave me right there.
That's super fair. It's for something I bought for Halloween: men's steampunk Victorian jacket, gothic tailcoat, costume vintage tuxedo, Viking Renaissance pirate Halloween coats purple.
Speaking of, somewhere there's a 1-star review for another Halloween costume that says, false advertising. This judge's robe should have came with the gavel and wig that were on the front of the costume piece.
King. That was bullshit.
That was bullshit. I bought that for you thinking you were going to have a wig on and everything. And you did, but it was not a good wig.
It wasn't the right wig, but it was a wig. Mm-hmm. And that's Amazon 1-star reviews.
God.
What was your favorite?
My favorite was I got to go the Bible.
The Bible.
It's so well written because, that person probably didn't actually buy it. They just, put the review through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely my favorite.
Well, shit. It's time for Trivia Tuesday.
It is.
In where I am down 1 again.
That's true.
So I'll go first.
Let's do it. I'm ready to lose.
Yep. Here we go. Ashton Genty is a Heisman finalist putting up crazy numbers at the running back position. What school does he play for?
Aiden. What do you got?
Colorado, Kansas, Boise State, BYU.
Okay. Boise State.
Do you know what color Boise State wears?
That's not part of the question.
I'm just curious.
Is it like red and tan?
I mean, how do you get it right? They're the bluest school. They have a blue turf.
Let's go.
And you had no fucking.
I watched that. Well, I didn't really watch it. My brother and my dad were watching it for around Thanksgiving. I remember that blue turf and being like, and I didn't even look at the game.
God damn it! I was just hoping they weren't into college football and.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll take my point. Let's go, Boise. Also, I think now is a good time. I have held this from you, but we received some hate mail again. You just received some hate mail for
what's fucking new
for your Michael Jordan question about the numbers on the thing and all that.
Sure.
So I just want to read it. I had it up. I feel like now, right after your sports question, is a good time. This is from Chief from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I just want you to know that Aiden using the Michael Jordan wearing number 45 as the sports question, while simultaneously not knowing the context of him wearing number 45, was the most telling. Aiden does not know ball and has 0 leg to stand on to roast Randy for not knowing ball moments so far. Because unlike Aiden, I don't have to Google sports trivia to know that Michael Jordan wore number 45 for the Chicago Bulls after he came out of retirement the first time, as number 45 was his number he wore in minor league baseball. He used it for a brief period just before and into the playoffs that year, where they met Shaq's Orlando Magic team. After the Magic took the series lead, one of the players said, paraphrasing, because again, I'm not Googling like Aiden, I don't know who number 45 is out there, but he sure ain't number 23. Jordan came back out the next game wearing number 23 and took a substantial fine from the NBA for changing his number, but the Bulls still lost the series. So...
Yeah, sure, man. Okay.
That's all I got. So
I hope you're as passionate about other stuff too.
He is actually. Yeah.
I know.
All right.
No,
well,
that's fair. I should have known that, and I got the retirement wrong, and that's fine. I'm not overly concerned about it. You know what? I edit this podcast. I work my goddamn tail off, and
so
I
true.
come home from my 9 to 6, and I bust my ass.
Hey, look, you don't have to. I know what you do, and I appreciate you and everything you do for this podcast.
No, listen, I'm not making excuses.
No, of course not. I mean, I love what you do, and I think your questions are great.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. That's fine.
All right, well, time for my question.
I got nothing to say.
I had to razzle you beforehand. This is a mental game here.
Yeah,
so.
I got nothing to say.
So my question is a little bit of a teaser for next week's mystery segment.
Okay.
So, in the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special, which side character's family does the special revolve around?
I just want to say something.
Sure.
I know so much more ball than Chief on so many other accounts, and I
We've
just
moved
know
on.
that that's true. I just want to say I know that that's true. Like, we can do a top to bottom sports trivia every sport. Sorry, Michael Jordan. I don't even care. Let's do it. Top to bottom.
A. Lando Calrissian.
What was
B.
the question?
The question was, in the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special, which side character's family does the special revolve around?
Okay.
A. Lando Calrissian. B. Chewbacca. C. Han Solo. Or D. Wicket, the Ewok.
Oh, fuck this. Talk about something I don't know ball about. I think that much has been made abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Jesus. When did the special come out?
78. That was part of the
78.
question.
Oh, sorry. I don't
1978.
listen sometimes.
That's okay. And I will let you know that is in between the movies. So that's the only hint you got.
Nothing could be a hint at this point in my life.
That's true.
Why not? Lando. I feel like I've guessed Lando for a bunch of these things before multiple choice came up, and maybe this is my moment. But it's probably
right.
gonna be fucking.
You're right that you have guessed that, but you're wrong.
But I'm
in the
wrong
answer.
about the. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Is it Chewbacca?
The answer is Chewbacca.
I
Actually,
I should.
You went right away from the correct answer both times today.
That's what I do, Randall.
That's crazy. That's impressive.
I am a mental midget. I just fucking shrink under pressure.
Oh, man. Well, we'll find more out about Chewbacca's family next week on Who Asked. But
yeah.
Until then, shall we do some You Asked and call it a day?
Yeah, let's do what you asked.
I feel like the energy's out of you since that rant went. It's just...
It was funny. That was funny.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
No, it's okay.
But it was
so
funny.
What do we got?
We got one from Joe from New Hampshire. Put a girl on.
That's all he says. Is just put a
Yep.
girl on. That sounds like Joe from New Hampshire to me.
Thoughts? Your thoughts?
Yeah, sure. We could put a girl on, like as a permanent host or like a guest. What does he want?
DEI hire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to make some calls as two white men from the Northeast, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, that's fine. I know plenty of women, I guess. Here's a better question from Trevor.
Oh, okay.
What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Oh, yeah, I know my answer. So I think
Okay,
I'm sure you've probably heard this story plenty of times at this point. But
this isn't for me.
When I was studying in Florence, in Italy, and it was like a Thursday.
Did you study abroad?
Yeah, not really, honestly. It was mostly just food and stuff. But
I got laid abroad.
Oh my god! And it was a Thursday, and I didn't have anything to do that weekend. And usually we found something to do. Our group did, but I got a call from a family member in Sicily, that my Sicilian family that are down there, And
yes, I know the story.
Yeah. So essentially they were like, hey, one of your cousins is getting married. You should come down to this wedding. And, I'm in another country. I have no means of doing anything like that. And I was like, all right, I don't have a suit or anything like that for the wedding. What do I do? And then they said, oh, just bring what you have. So I had a pair of black slacks and a white button-up short sleeve shirt. That is all I had. And I bought a train ticket.
Classy Italian wedding.
Yep. I bought a train ticket and I took the big Frecciarossa down to Naples, and then from Naples went to the tip of the boot. The Frecciarossa. Frecciarossa. That's
what does it mean?
Fast red. Rossa's red. I don't know. It's
Is it a boat?
No, it's a train. It's a big train. They have those like super nice trains in Europe. It was one of those.
Yeah, we got killed coming off of one in Italy.
Oh. Anyway, so I went to the tip of the boot and who got killed? No. And then I took the ferry over to Sicily. My family was waiting there. Then they brought me around to all different families, and they were like, oh, okay, Uncle Vito, he's going to get your hair cut. And then the Giuseppe, he's got a jacket for you. And they pulled me all around different places, and then they got me a tie. Last place was a pawn shop where they found the oldest saxophone in the world to give to me to play, and then play at the wedding with the wedding band. And
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, you can play with the band. And I knew the bride, so the family I mostly talked to, her name's Conchetta, but her younger little cousin was also Conchetta, so they called her Cettina, because she's the smaller version of Conchetta. But anyway.
The only Conchetta I know is Barefoot Conchetta.
Right, yeah, of course. But yeah,
that wasn't my best work.
It's okay. And they went and did all that stuff, played at this wedding. I, barely spoke, but I did that and then went back. And there were a couple times on that trip I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back, just because I was so lost and trying to get. But at the end of the day, all the trains that got derailed and everything, it didn't matter, because when I walked in exhausted back to my host family at 7 a.m., and they were like, oh my God, what happened? I was just happy. And then I slept all day. So that's definitely my number one thing.
No, that's insane.
Yeah, it's probably one of my best stories, I think.
Yeah, I don't like my family enough to want to ever do that. So
well, but this is like extended family, like family that you don't really know. So
that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If a random Italian was like, "Hey, come to this wedding.
Hey, there's a Russo wedding.
We're also going to a pawn shop," I'd be like, "I'm dying today."
And 18 courses. They had like a giant like swordfish out on the ice during the appetizers, and then once we went inside, you could just see the chefs carrying the swordfish back to the kitchen. It's like, oh, okay, I guess that's what. Yeah, that's cool.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I got a picture of me playing in the band with all the little Italian kids dancing in front of me. I'll send it to you after this. So.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Sorry, I just
that was the first song we played, was Dominic the Donkey.
I bet it was.
And then we played it again just a half step up after that. So
is that true?
No, of course it's not true.
I don't know. It was kind of believable.
It wasn't even Christmas. It was summer.
That's super fair. Also doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you see my last year's Spotify rap, all right, what about you? What's your most spontaneous?
I was trying to think about it. I think, honestly, it was what started my festival era. Right after college, when I had no money, I was at Beer Garden. Shout out Beer Garden, getting liters of beer with one of my buddies. And he had already, he was brilliant and he had a good job and he had already gone to all these festivals. And I was like, we got to go to a festival. So we had 3 liters of beer, walked a little downtown, and he was like, let's just we're ordering tickets. We're gonna go to Ultra
Europe. Buy the tickets right now. Yeah, let's go to a fire.
We're gonna
festival.
go to Ultra Europe.
Let's do it. Yeah.
We did. We bought the tickets, and I was like, I gotta figure out how to get to fucking Croatia and also pay for all this. We went to Croatia. We had a wonderful time. We met these English dudes on the first day, and then they're like, "Yo, let's meet up before the festival at the pub, a pub tomorrow."
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to this big, sorry, there's something in my eye. We went to this big, open court square. They're bringing beers out, and we all, chugged 2 in a row. And there was this thing called, oh my God, what did they call it? So, if we were on a weekend.
Sure.
And there were 5 of us. All 5 of us would have one, team chug or team, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, when you call it, then it happens.
Every single person has to chug immediately.
Sure.
So we were like, let's do this. and like 4 people called it in a row. So we were just like chugging beers.
Oh my God.
We were outside. My buddy immediately projectile vomits all over an umbrella. And like we're fucking dying laughing. I'm like, it's 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Like we're
Good
the
start
only
to the
ones
day.
here. It's just like, it was crazy. And then we went and stayed with those English guys in London, went to another festival with them after, became good friends, and now we're all old and washed up.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a wild ride.
Yeah.
That was a ride, baby.
So how did you get to Croatia? Like, did you
swam.
fly in? No, where'd you fly into?
No, I think I flew Syracuse to JFK to
Sure.
Lisbon to Croatia to
Really?
Split.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it sucked ass.
Yeah, I bet it did. But yeah, usually whenever I would go over, we'd have to go to JFK instead. But instead of going to Philly, we would just drive to JFK and then go over. But yeah, no, because I've been to Croatia too. I forget that we have both been to Croatia. That is
Croatia's a stunning country.
Yeah, it was another thing where it was when I was studying that, they were like, "Hey, we're going to Croatia for the weekend. You want to come?" How do you say no to that?
That's just that's just what you do.
Although this is going to be a downer, but I'm going to tell you about this anyway.
Oh,
so
okay.
when we were on our way to Croatia, like it was the middle of the night, probably 3 or 4 a.m. We were about in Slovenia because we drove. That was the other thing I was going to say. We drove from on a big bus. We drove from Florence up and around the Mediterranean to get to Croatia. But in the middle of the night, Slovenia, I forget because it was in the middle of the night. But anyway, we got stopped at the border because Slovenia and Croatia are not in the EU. So
yes,
we were there. It was pretty much a bunch of us college kids from different schools, not just Syracuse, but that had signed up for this trip. And they were like, all right, everybody's got to get their passports out and whatever. Go ahead and do this. And one of the girls that was with us, she was from Egypt. And they didn't let her pass. They were like, we need you to get off the bus. And she got off the bus and went with the authorities, and they sent her back to Florence.
Yeah.
Is that was like terrifying. And
that's
funny
crazy.
My mom was like texting me like, oh, hey, what are you doing today? And it's 3 a.m. in a Slovenian woodside. And somebody's been taken off the bus. I'm like, oh, having a good time. We're going.
I've been in Eastern Europe for months.
Yeah.
This is no different.
It was crazy. That was like that is insane. Insane stuff. But
yeah. Open your borders and also
true that.
Put up a wall.
Yeah, at the same time, open borders, a wall with a gate, drawbridge, moat, alligators, everything. That's all you need.
That's our show. Reminder, I did skullfuck Randall again in a draft.
You did not. You absolutely did it. It's way closer than you think it is. So relax.
It's not. I did the math. I went on Instagram. I went on TikTok.
Look, you got a
comment on YouTube.
Anybody who thinks that Goofy Movie is anywhere close to the rest of those is insane. And you might as well be like that guy who said Tron. That guy who said Tron Legacy and like Black Panther or whatever it was. Yeah. They're not soundtracks. They're not a Disney soundtrack.
That person didn't vote for me. I said no.
I'm saying Goofy Movie is in the same realm as those things. It's not a Disney movie sound. It's not a musical. It's not like that.
What do you mean?
It's not. It's just not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. You shouldn't have even brought it up, really, frankly. It's rude of you to have brought it up.
You're sour because I won. Because guess what? Goofy Movie did win me the draft. I said it. Yes, it did. How many comments did we get?
And how many comments said, why did he pick Goofy Movie? You're insane.
One. And guess what? It was Chief again. He's just a fucking hater on Aiden. That's the only thing it is. You think I'm fucking worried about this, dog? No, I got the internet behind me.
Yeah, on the millennial cringe. Good job. You got Goofy Movie, you goof.
Oh, yeah. Say, you wanted to call me a fuck so bad.
No, I didn't. Because goof is funnier. In the context, it's funnier. You just couldn't let it go. You just couldn't let my win go. That's fine.
You didn't win. Jeepers. I meant to start the show with that, so I just wanted
that was your cold open?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it came back to you.
Yeah, it did in the middle of it. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Who Asked Show. Yeah, we're kind of TikTok famous at this point.
We are getting actually way more in like everything.
Regular engagement. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
The ban is going to come down right when we do something.
Yeah, that's true.
please submit your questions. pod.whoasked@gmail.com. We got a special Christmas episode to round off season 1 next week. Very excited about it. We're going to open some presents.
That is also true. Oh, that'll be fun.
Randall, anything left for the audience?
I was going to say we have a Christmas episode coming up, and some very integral Star Wars information will be presented, and we will be teaching Aiden some important lore. So be ready, get your notebooks ready. It'll be time.
And I will be learning.
And I just want to say the only preview I'll give for that is they asked in 2017 Harrison Ford if he would ever do another holiday special again, and he said on the carpet, "I'd kill myself." So
I saw that.
Yes.
I have seen that. Love Harrison Ford.
Who doesn't?
Love Harrison Ford. Well, thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
See ya.